Hey everyone, my name is Julie and I'm the Rosy Witch. Today we're gonna be taking a look at who will contact you soon. So I didn't put any labels on this reading. This could be family, friends, relationships, work, school, career. Any messages that come up, we're gonna take them. So today, as you might have guessed, we have 4 piles. Pile 1 with this retro TV doodle. Pile 2 with this phone. Pile 3 with the mixtape. And pile 4 with camera. So, you can now choose the group that you're most drawn to. Feel free to choose more than one group. And you can check the pinned comment below or the description for the timestamps for your specific group. So, hi group 1 and everyone who chose this retro TV. This reading is for you. Let's put it here. This is just a random card because I'm doing live shuffling, and I'll check back in when I shuffle your cards. So, hi again, pile 1. So these are the cards that you got. You got the Chariot in reverse, 4 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, that's right, and 8 of Wands. So, let's start with the signs, as I always do. This might resonate, might not. Also, bear in mind that this is a general reading and not everything will resonate, so always take what resonates and leave what does not. So, with all the Pentacles energy, you might be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You might have a little bit of fire, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And with the Chariot, you might be Cancer. So, or you might have these signs in your chart. So, let's see. So, with all the Pentacles energy, I feel like this, whatever this communication is going to be, it might pertain to work, or with the Chariot, because the Chariot speaks of traveling and going somewhere. As you can even see, I drew the shoe here, so it's my card of going somewhere, like physically moving from place A to place B. So I feel like maybe, okay, I got a really specific message, maybe this situation, this communication is related to some kind of trip that you had to take, or are going to take, or want to take, because of work with the Pentacles. Because the Chariot, and I know, of course, this reading is timeless, all my readings are timeless, but as I'm feeling this now, we are stuck in self-isolation, so we can't really go anywhere, especially travel. So I feel with this Chariot, because the Chariot in reverse speaks about travel issues, or not being able to go somewhere, and I feel this for you, that you might be getting, and also this is going to happen soon with the 8 of Wands, because 8 of Wands speaks of rapid movement. So I feel like you're gonna, whatever this communication is going to be, it is going to happen soon. And I feel like you are going to be stuck in some sort of situation. And what I'm also feeling, so the 4 of Pentacles is very interesting in this spread, because it speaks of desire for security and stability. So maybe you are going to get communication about some kind of maybe opportunity that you were working on, because 7 of Pentacles, it speaks about hard work, patience, but also it has the sense of, like, you've put in the work, you've planted the seeds, you have watered them, and now you're waiting for your results. So I feel like you were working hard on something which you thought, which you saw this work, you thought that it will going to bring you long-term security. However, this is going to be delayed, because 7 of Pentacles also speaks of delayed success. So I feel like this, whatever work you put in, I feel like in the long term it will pay off, because you got the Seven of Pentacles like in the end of your reading almost, and whatever this work is, it will pay off. So now it is quite stagnant with the Chariot in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. However, it will bring, because Four of Pentacles for me, I interpret it is like a very stagnant energy, and 4 is number of stability. So yeah, I feel like this is going to pay off, but it may be later than you want it to pay off. And you're kind of frustrated because of that, because Seven of Pentacles might also have feeling of frustration. So also the Knight of Pentacles is very interesting, because I usually read court cards as people, so I feel like the Knight is someone who is going to bring you this news. And with the Pentacles, it talks about like a stubborn, lazy person. So maybe you're frustrated because someone is being stubborn or lazy, someone doesn't want to work on this plan that you have. Maybe it's a business that relies not only on you but on some other person, and this is all being delayed, maybe because of this person, because it is kind of in the center of your reading. And maybe it may be your energy right now, and I'm not saying that you're like lazy or a bad person, but it may be just with this whole, as I said, self-isolation thing, there's not really much you can do, and maybe you have been feeling like stagnant, or you felt like you can't really do anything, your work is not paying off, and you're being kind of frustrated because of this, but I see your work paying off in the long run. It may happen sooner than you would maybe want it to. Sorry, take a sip of water. But it will happen, definitely. And oh, I just noticed you have at the bottom of the deck you have death. And guys, don't be scared. If you're like not really into tarot, death doesn't speak of literal death. Death speaks of change. So this situation again is going to be changing. So let's pull for you from Witch's Garden Oracle, my little oracle deck. So Witch's Garden Oracle message for one. Oh, one fell on the floor. Clarity, yeah. Alright. And let's get you also from my Food Oracle. So, Food Oracle message for... Oh, that was quick. Okay. Oh my god, too many cards. Oh. So, Food Oracle message for pile 1, please. Oh my god. Food Oracle message for pile 1, please. And I'm sorry guys, these decks are small, so... Yeah, oh my god. Literally what I was speaking about. So, you got this sugar cookie, boredom, and you got, why can't I speak, eucalyptus? I know I wrote them myself, but yeah, you can read it. Clarity. So, I feel like, yeah, as I said, clarity is like change. So maybe you didn't know where to go. You were bored, as I said, with this Knight of Pentacles. I said that this may be your energy. So you might be bored because you don't know what to do. You're feeling stagnant, but you're going to be gaining some clarity. So this is about what communication you will have soon. So very, very soon, with the Eight of Wands, very soon. You will gain communication that will give you clarity regarding this whatever situation you're in. And with the death, it's gonna change. So a change is on its way. So I think that's all I've got for you, Group 1. I hope this reading helped you gain clarity and insight. And if you liked it and it resonated, please consider giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel. If it didn't resonate, you can always check out the other piles. Maybe the pile that you were second drawn to will resonate. That's all I've got for you. See you in my other readings. Bye. Hi, Group 2. everyone who chose this phone, this reading is for you. Let's put it here. This is just a random card because I always do live shuffling, and I will come back to you when I shuffle the cards. So, hi again, group 2. Here are the cards that you got. So, you got the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. So let's start with signs, as I always do. So with the Moon, you could be Pisces. With the Swords, you could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. With the Wands, you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or you could have all the signs in your chart, or some of them. And this might resonate or might not. And please remember, guys, this is a general reading, so a lot of people are watching this, and not all messages might resonate. So always take what resonates and leave what does not. And so, let's see. The same as pile 1, I see the 8 of Wands, and 8 of Wands speaks of quick, rapid movement. So I feel like whatever this communication is going to be, it will happen really soon for you. So, what we also have is the 6 of Swords, and 6 of Swords speaks of moving away from something. And I've got for you a lot of cards about release. So, for example, the Moon in the upright speaks of uncertainty, like problems, when you don't, someone is a secret, when you don't know something, but in reverse, it means that there's clarity and revealed. The truth, is revealed. Something is revealed to you with this message, communication. And also with the Moon, this might mean, if we are talking about who is going to communicate to you, I got a really specific message that with the Moon, one of its meanings is that some message is within your dreams. So maybe this, as I didn't get any court cards, and I usually read court cards as people, and some major arcana also. So with the Moon, maybe you get this message not from a person, but from spirit, from the spirit guides, from the universe. So pay attention to your dreams, guys. Maybe Google some dreams that you feel important. Also pay attention to angel numbers like 1111, 111, 444, so on. Yeah, so that's very specific. That's maybe for some of you. So, what else you got? So, you got the 8 of Swords, which means releasing, feeling free. And I feel like some sort... And also, 10 of Wands in the upright, it speaks of having a burden, being exhausted, having maybe too much on your plate, basically. But in the reverse, it means that you're going to be taking a break and feeling free with the 8 of Swords. So I'm feeling like, yeah, I see this more as a message from spirit, from the universe, that you should take a break, and you should, maybe there was some situation that was burdening you, that was being a burden to you, and you, with the 6 of Swords, you should break away from it. You should just leave it and gain clarity on this situation. Maybe you're resisting to see something, because the Moon might also be like not seeing something and maybe resisting to see it. With the Moon in reverse, like not trusting your intuition, because the Moon in the upright is trusting your intuition, so in reverse it would be not trusting it. So maybe you're feeling this burden, but with the 10 of Wands in reverse and the 8 of Swords in reverse, you're going to be releasing this burden. Yeah, you're going to be moving away from whatever situation you're feeling right now, and you're going to be releasing this. And with the 8 of Wands, again, this is going to be happening quick for you. It's going to happen soon. So, let's pull you from my... Oh my god, I literally can't take the card. Sorry. So, let's pull from the Witch's Garden Oracle. So, oh my god. So, Witch's Garden Oracle for pile 2, please. And I always say that shuffling these little decks might take a while. So just... Okay, you got... Oh, sorry. It fell on the floor. Where is it? Oh my god. I lost a card. What the hell? Okay. So, okay. Bear with me. So, you got Vanilla Memories. And let's pull for you also from my Food Oracle. So, Food Oracle message from... Oh. What the hell? Too many cards, sorry. So, let's pull a message from... So, Group 2. Food Oracle, please. And yeah, I will say this small decks take a longer time to shuffle because it takes longer to like pull an actual card. So okay. Oh, we got one. Okay, cool. Okay, Chocolate Fondant Dishonesty. So you guys got as I said, Chocolate Fondant Dishonesty and Vanilla Memories. So maybe with the Memories card, maybe it speaks of that you were holding on to this situation, and I feel with the dishonesty, I feel like you were dishonest to yourself, because with the Moon you weren't trusting your intuition, and the Eight of Swords in reverse or in the upright, you see Original Rider-Waite's tarot, which I reference a lot in my readings. It shows a woman, like, and her eyes, she's blindfolded, basically, and she has these, like, eight swords picked around her. So, and this basically talks about, like, self-imposed restrictions. So this, whatever dishonesty, it was self-imposed, I feel like. And I'm not blaming you, this is just to help you, because I see you releasing that, because... That's in reverse, and this in reverse. Releasing burdens, and finally, make the Moon be upright. Trust your intuition, guys. Listen to your dreams. Be honest to yourself, and leave these memories, this situation. And yeah, this is going to be happening soon, so don't worry about that, guys. Yeah, so just release these patterns, these burdens. This self-imposed situation, because the woman in the Eight of Swords, she can remove the blindfold, she can walk away from the situation, but she's not doing it. So be honest to yourself, guys. Yeah, I think that's all I've got for you, Group 2. I hope this message resonated and helped you gain clarity and insight. And if it didn't, you can always check out the other piles, and maybe the pile you were second drawn to will resonate. So I think that's all I've got for you for today. See you in my other videos. Bye. Hi Group 3. So everyone who chose this mixtape, this reading is for you. And this is just a random card because I always do live shuffling, and I will come back to you when I shuffle the cards. So, hi Pile 3, please don't be scared, I'm gonna explain. So, what you got? You got the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands in reverse, the Tower, and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So, with the energies, with the Tower you might be Scorpio, with the Pentacles you might be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. With the fire energy, with the Wands, you could be an air sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, and also these signs may just be in your chart, not necessarily your sun sign. And this reading is general, so not everything might resonate, and always take what resonates and leave what does not. So let's see. So with the Tower, and also it's in the center sort of your reading, I feel like there's something going wrong in your life currently. Well, I put it too strongly, I guess. I feel like there's something happening which it's really interesting, you guys. Okay, so for some reason I feel like it has to do with work, or some kind of idea. So maybe you have too many choices, too many ideas, or you're multitasking, because Two of Pentacles is like juggling two options or multiple options, not necessarily two. And with the Wands, the Ace of Wands, I feel like maybe this whatever you're juggling, maybe you're struggling to decide what you should choose. But one of them, because Ace of Wands in the upright, it talks about like an urge to do something, a new creative idea, new like start, new beginning. The aces are usually talking about new beginnings. But in the reverse, I feel like you don't know if you should go for this new beginning or not. So you're setting boundaries, because Seven of Wands in reverse, it means setting boundaries, being weak, like quitting. And I feel like you think that you should choose something. I feel like with the Two of Pentacles, you're really juggling two options, and you are procrastinating with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, because in the upright it shows the guy who is like working hard, like enjoying his work, but in the reverse it's more about procrastination, not doing the work you need to do, not doing something you need to do. And you're resisting this change, so you're setting boundaries, you're quitting, maybe you're thinking about quitting. And I feel like this message, whatever message you will get, it is the Tower. So the Tower is, everyone always sees the Tower as a very negative card, but I don't see it as that. The Tower, generally, is a big change, a big inevitable. It's similar to death, so a big inevitable change that you can't control, guys. You see, there is this, and in the original, even right away it's tarot, you see this lightning bolt, it is like crushing this tower. It is like the source of nature, it is the universe crushing your tower. Sorry guys, I got distracted for a split second, everything's fine now. So, what I was talking with the Tower is that this change is inevitable. So whether you resist that, how many boundaries you set, how much you, sorry, I'm taking a sip of my water. So, you can resist that change as much as you want, basically, but it is going to happen, and you shouldn't blame yourself for this, because it is the universe. It may seem hard, it may seem difficult, and may seem frustrating, and like a delay or cruelty from the universe, but the universe is never cruel. The universe doesn't want you to struggle, to suffer. The universe just wants to guide you in the right direction. So maybe this is the situation, you will think about it, so it is happening for good. It is the universe maybe telling you that whatever, because false starts, the Ace of Wands, so maybe the universe is telling you that whatever you're doing right now, multitasking, procrastinating, setting boundaries, false ideas, false starts, ideas that are not going to serve you in the long term, and the universe is like, hey dude, like, that's not right. What you're doing is not correct. You should do another thing. So, this message is going to crush something that you have been building, because the Tower, people have been building the Tower, but the universe crushes it. So, don't be scared, guys. This is happening for good. This is gonna be better in the long run. You're gonna get this Ace of Wands in the upright at some point, which will be a new project, a new inspiration, which will be good, and not the false start, like in reverse. So, yeah, that's a positive message, honestly, that's a positive message. So, let's pull you from the Witch's Garden Oracle. I always stress that in my readings, that if you get a quote-unquote negative card, because there are no positive or negative cards in tarot, because there are no positive or negative things in life. It is just how we see it. And I know it's better, and I know it's easier said than done, but it is really true. There are some situations that maybe you, like, some situation happens to you, and you say like, oh, this is so bad, why did this happen to me? Oh, too many card spirits, sorry. But maybe in a year passes, like 5 years pass, and you look back at the situation and you think like, oh, where wouldn't I have been if that my first business didn't crash, because now I have a very successful business, and I wouldn't maybe even have thought of this new idea if I went with the old idea, you know what I mean? So it turned out to be better. So balance, yeah, you're gonna be gaining balance. And at the bottom of the deck you have wisdom. So this situation is gonna bring you wisdom. It is going to make you feel better in the long run. Yeah, as I was saying. So let's pull you now from the Food Oracle. So Food Oracle message for group 3, please. Or it could pertain to anything. It can pertain to relationships, to work, to anything, basically. It's just how it works. If something didn't work out, it means, oh, yeah, layers. Oh my god, this is just what I was talking about. So let me just finish my thought. Basically, the layers, okay, it's kind of weird word, because I didn't know how to explain what thought I was trying to portray when I designed this card. But basically, with the cake, you see how there is fondant covering it, and if it is a full cake, you can only see what is inside when you cut it. So the cake, for me, means there is more than you're seeing. There is more. Yeah, there is... The universe is... Sorry, I'm getting excited. The universe has more in store for you than you're seeing. So you're not seeing the full picture. You're not seeing the full picture yet, but you will. See, the cake is cut. You will see the full picture. And you will gain balance. So, wow, this was powerful. Okay. So I think that is all I have for you, group 3. I hope this resonated. If it didn't, you may choose another pile, and maybe the pile that you were second drawn to will resonate. If you like this reading and if it helped you gain clarity and insight, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. That's all I have for you today. See you in my other readings. Bye. Hi pile 4. So everyone who chose this camera, this reading is for you. And this is just a random card because I always do live shuffling, and I will come back to you when I shuffle the cards. So pile 4, here are the cards that you got. You got the King of Wands, the Ten of Wands, Temperance, Four of Wands in reverse, and Knight of Cups in reverse. So let's start with the signs, as I always do. So with the Temperance, you might be Sagittarius, and I'm feeling strong fire energy with the Wand, so that's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius again. And you might have some water in your chart, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The signs might resonate, might not. And please keep in mind, guys, that this is a general reading, so not everything I say might resonate, and always take what resonates and leave what does not. And I just noticed that I forgot to put on my ring. Let me do that. Cool. Okay. So, what you've got here, I feel like with so I feel two people here, but I can't really grasp who of these two people is watching the reading, honestly, because well, with the fire energy, I feel like you might be this fire sign, so you might be the King of Wands, and the tarot is not gender specific, so you might be a male or female, it is just the energy and not the gender. However, you might also be the Knight of Cups in reverse. So I will explain both of these people, and I guess you will have to see who of these two people you are in the situation, so basically. Okay, let's start with the King of Wands. The King of Wands, it is a very determined, powerful person, very courageous, and again, with all the energy, with the temperance, you might be Sagittarius, so I feel like this is you in this reading. So you are very, you don't have to be a fire sign, but this is just maybe your energy right now. So you're strong, powerful, courageous person, or this is just your energy right now. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, it is like, the cups are always about emotions, and when the court card of cups is in reverse, for me it is always a person that is emotionally immature, so a person who can't control their emotions, who are manipulative, who just can't, well, I said, who can't control their emotions and can be moody and stuff like that, just emotionally immature. So I feel like you, as the King of Wands, are dealing with an emotionally immature person, Knight of Cups, and also the King is like an older person, and it doesn't also speak of ages, it may just speak of energy. So maybe this person that you're dealing with is just immature, so you're more mature than them. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're older. Maybe just there are people who are older than someone and they're less mature than this person, than the younger person. So yeah, this happens. So I feel like you're dealing with this Knight of Cups in reverse, and this situation has really been like Ten of Wands. It speaks of a burden, like when too much is on your plate. So I feel like this communication will be coming from the Knight of Cups, because yeah, I'm feeling mostly that right now when I'm talking about it, because the King, he is like sitting in his throne, he's not really moving, and the Knight, like all the Knights in reverse and the upright, are about movement. So I feel like this Knight of Cups is going to be approaching you, but I don't see that you're gonna like it. Honestly, you're gonna feel a little bit like maybe even defensive about this, because the Ten of Wands might speak of, as I said, stress, a burden. So this is not going to be pleasant communication. I'm sorry, guys. But also with Four of Wands in reverse, it is having an argument, because in the upright it means celebration, like things going your way with the family, with a friend. So I feel like this, and with the cups, with the emotions, I feel like this is more has to do with relationships. So this could be love, friends, family, stuff like this, because we didn't really get any pentacles. So I feel like this situation is going to be not really pleasant for you. However, with the temperance, it is patience and self-control. So I feel like you're going to be able to free yourself of the situation gently and gracefully. And also I'm saying that you're going to be freeing yourself, because at the bottom of the deck we've got the Eight of Swords in reverse, which means releasing and escaping some sort of situation, usually self-imposed. So maybe you were kind of hanging on this person, however you understood that talking to them was a burden, that they were maybe a toxic person, emotionally mature, manipulative, and you were a lot more mature than this person. So you see, like King and Knight they're not on the same page. For example, so how the maturity goes in cards, right? It is the page, which is the least mature energy, is like childish energy, and it can speak about like childish approach to life. And depending on if it is in the upright or in the reverse, it can be positive or negative. Then goes the knight, who is very driven, courageous, but again in the reverse it takes more of a negative turn. And then the king and queen, who are on the same page, and who are on the same page. They're the more mature energies than the page and the knight. So I feel like you were talking to this person, but you understand that you are not on the same page, because you are the king, and you can be a female, as I said, not gender specific, because you are the king, and they're only the knight, and they're in reverse. If they were in the upright, it would be fine, but they're in reverse, so they are mature, manipulative. Today is not my day, guys. So not my day. But okay, there are no like your and not your days. Everything happened for a reason, so let's go. Because you have this 8 of Swords in reverse, which speaks of releasing. So you're going to be releasing this whatever situation, finding balance and peace. So let's pull for you from the Witch's Garden Oracle. And your message is very nice, actually. All the messages were very positive today. Well, for me, honestly, okay, you got 2, we're not gonna resist that. And let's pull from the Food Oracle. Honestly, for me, there are no, like, quote-unquote bad cards in tarot, and there are no bad spreads, there are no bad energies, there are no bad readings, because every reading is positive. Well, okay, I'm gonna finish my what I was going to say, and then we'll see about cards. Because honestly, there are no good and bad readings, there are no good and bad situations. I was speaking about this with the previous pile today, so with the third group. And I mean, the way, like, the situation is just what we see in it. So if we see only bad things, then we are gonna think like the situation is very awful, but we might see the good in every situation. For example, if there is some delay, like how I think of it, for example, if I have a plan of going somewhere, for example, if I have plans to go somewhere with my friend, and suddenly they text me like last minute and say, oh, sorry, something happened, like I can't go. And I'm never like sad about it or frustrated about it, because I think always in my head that if I didn't get to go, that means it was supposed to be that way. In terms that if I didn't go, maybe I wouldn't have liked it wherever I wanted to go, or it wouldn't have been fun, or something bad could happen. Well, something actually like not lucky situation can happen. And I will think like, if this didn't happen, then this didn't happen for a reason. So, and if you get a bad reading, then this means after the situation ends, there's going to be a good situation, because after the bad always comes the good. So after a bad situation always will come a good situation. Because just life is that way. The universe doesn't want to backstab you. The universe doesn't want anything bad for you. Why would it want? Like, if you think about this, like, the world has, and the universe has more important things than, like, backstabbing you, honestly. It just wants you to evolve and grow, and just by these things happening, the universe wants you to find out and to, like, see that whatever you were doing, it was not a right thing to do at this point. For example, here's this person, right? This person is not right for you, because why would you want a Knight of Cups in reverse? And I'm not saying that the person is bad, just you're not on the same page. often, really often, why do we not get along in a relationship or in a love relationship? Why do people divorce? Why do people fall out, like in friendship or stuff? Because they're not on the same page. It just it is the same as, okay, I'm not going to speak about age difference, because a person can be 18 and like very mature, and don't fight me on that. There are people who had a rough like childhood and they're 18 and they're actually mature and 18. And there are people who are 40 and they're still immature. And it doesn't depend on age. It depends on the person's experience. So one of the main reasons, I believe, why people fall out is that they're not on the same page. So for example, if you are, let's talk about love, okay, relationship. So you are the King of Wands. So would you be, let's even see Wands, so it would be more comfortable. Would you be with the Page of Wands, and again, not gender specific, or with the King or of another suit, or with the Queen of Wands? You, of course, you would want to be with someone who is on the same page with you and who has a similar understanding of life, level of understanding of life as you do. You wouldn't want to like mess around with a page, and you would maybe wait for when this page is going to become the king and then get involved with the new king. So sorry for my little rant here, but I just felt that someone really needed this message today. So with your oracle, let's see. Okay, let's see what you got. So you got the Clover, which is luck, Violet, faith, and Rock Hard Candy, challenges. So as I was saying, you should have faith, as I said just right now in my little ramble. So with the faith, you have to have faith in the universe. Have faith that whatever is going to happen happens for a reason. And then actually this is very similar to pile 3, like a very similar message. So you might want to check out pile 3 also. And with the Clover luck, you're going to like in the long run, you're going to see the situation as a blessing in disguise. You're going to look back at it and see like, oh, where would I have been if this wouldn't have happened? And you see, so I don't know about, you may check group 3, of course, if you're drawn to it, but I'm just saying that your situation, I feel like, is more personal. I feel like theirs was more about job. So if you find yourself in this sort of situation, but it's about a job, group 3 might resonate more. But I feel like for you, for people who are resonating with group 4, it is really about it's about a relationship. So, for example, in group 3, I gave an example of like, if one business didn't crash, you wouldn't have gotten another idea, a new business idea, which would lead you to a much more successful business. Like you would be a billionaire in 5 years, and you would be looking back and thinking like, oh, if this business wouldn't have crashed, I wouldn't have been a billionaire right now, right? So, and of course it is a really dramatic example, but it's really how it works. Like literally, it's how it works. And with relationships, again, for example, if you're in a toxic relationship and you finally say no, because temperance can also have a meaning about learning how to say no. So when you finally understand that this person is not on the same page with you, so you're the King of Wands, all right, and you're dealing with this knight, and when you finally cut this knight off, cut them off, you're going to meet your Queen of Wands, and not gender specific, just guys, please, not gender specific. So, and you would be like, in a year, you would be so grateful. You would be like, oh, if I was still dealing with this knight, I wouldn't have like started talking with the Queen of Wands, because I was already in a relationship and I wouldn't have met my wife or husband or partner, soulmate, whoever you believe in. I don't know. So yeah, and the challenges, yeah, this might be challenging now with the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands in reverse, but at the end it will be luck. So have faith, guys. Okay, that was a lot, but for some reason I really felt like someone really needs this message. So that's all I have for you for now. Group 4. If you like this reading, and if it helped you gain clarity and insight, please consider liking the video and subscribing to my channel. If it didn't resonate, you can always check out the other piles, and maybe the pile that you were second drawn to will resonate. So I think that's everything I have for now. Goodbye, see you in my other readings.